Isn't she wonderful? Isn't she precious? Isn't she precious? Too much on my mind.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Alicia Simone, Sammy, whichever one you feel comfortable with. I'm really glad that you guys are here. If you're not new, thank you for coming back. Thank you for coming to spend time with me. Thank you for all of the love, support, likes, shares, comments, encouraging messages, everything. Y'all are literally the best. I can't thank y'all enough. But before we get started, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And I guess I should probably tell you what we're talking about today: anxiety and pregnancy. So if you are not new here, if you've seen some of my videos before, you may have seen my video where I talked about my experience with anxiety, my journey with that, and how I've been coping, how I've been making it, how I've been getting through, how I've been getting stronger every day. And if you haven't seen it, I'll be sure to link it somewhere where you can check it out. So, as we all know, with pregnancy, there comes a lot of changes, physically, definitely, emotionally, for sure, and mentally. Because of all the changes that are happening, because of everything that's going on, with your hormones and just all the life changes, honestly. If you are someone that deals with anxiety, or even if you're not, this can be something new to you. So I want to start off by saying that I am not a medical professional. This is not me giving medical advice or anything like that. This is just me sharing with you guys my experience, the things that I've been doing to help myself, what has been working for me, and hopefully something that can work for you. Number one on the list of things that have been helping me with anxiety throughout pregnancy is meditation and prayer. I've had a relationship with God. I talk with God often before I was pregnant, but I have never prayed so much in my entire life. And I think the reason for that is that this is something, y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing. And I need to stop saying that like that, but it's true. Like, I've never been a mom before. I've never been pregnant before. This is all brand new to me. This is an exciting journey, but it's also kind of scary, It's so much to learn. It's so much to do. It's so much to prepare before she gets here that, I can't do this on my own. And that may not be the thing for everybody. That may not be the way that you view it. But for me, it's God. It's my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, holding my hand every single part of the way. Because I truly feel like that's where I find my peace. That's where I find my joy. That's where I find my guidance, my wisdom whenever I need it. So yeah, I've been praying a lot more. I've been meditating a lot more, along with praying, just centering myself, grounding myself. Not just when I feel anxious feelings arise, but just on a regular basis. I just do my best to just close my eyes for a few moments. Not anything like super duper deep, because I'm not the best at meditating and focusing for a long time like that. But hopefully I will be one day. But sometimes it just takes a few moments for me to close my eyes, do my best to quiet my thoughts, and just be where I am. Next, I would say talking it out. And whether that be with a partner, a friend, a family member that you trust, or a therapist. I've chosen therapy. I started therapy in November of last year, of 2020. because I just needed someone that was unbiased, that would be able to help me work through my thoughts and work through those fears and come up with a plan to, do what I have to do instead of just me running in circles in my mind. So I started off with one therapist and I ended up switching because I felt that the therapist that I'm with now, I was getting a lot more of what I needed. A lot more practical things that I could do on a daily basis to, control what I can control. So, talking it out has definitely helped. Someone to just speak those fears to speak those thoughts to speak those anxious thoughts to, and for them to just let me know this is something you need to look into a little deeper, or this is something that you just have to let it pass. Try not to think too deep into it, And I also talk to my boyfriend a lot, and he does the same thing for me, basically. Like, he's not a therapist, and but he could be if he wanted to, because he's super intelligent, and he also helps me to work through those thoughts, work through those fears. He doesn't dismiss me or my feelings or my thoughts. Even if they're irrational, he helps me to work through those things so he can help me to see that I am being irrational or those thoughts are irrational. So talk to somebody that you trust. Next on my list would be to educate yourself. Like I said before, this is a totally new journey for me, and this may not be such a new journey for you. Maybe this is your second or third, fourth, fifth time, in the game. But I do think that this is something, that pregnancy is something that you have to educate yourself on if you're not, if you're not super knowledgeable about all the changes that are going to happen, physically, emotionally, mentally. So if you're not like up on all of that, it's super important for you to educate yourself. And I feel like that quiets a lot of fears, especially the irrational fears, especially the ones that, kind of don't make sense to even be afraid about, but it is what it is. So how I've been going about that is that I've been reading articles, I've been watching videos, and I've also downloaded 2 apps, specifically What to Expect and Pregnancy Plus. I'll link them in the description below. But right now, my favorite is Pregnancy Plus. I like both. I really, really like both of them. But Pregnancy Plus just has so much more educational articles about literally everything, from preparing for breastfeeding to actually breastfeeding and how to do it properly. What was I about to say? Okay, pregnancy brain, cool. But anyway, to just the changes to expect that will happen, so you aren't caught off guard, or if there is something that is happening that you didn't expect, you can easily just look it up on there instead of the Google. I would rather just use the apps because they have specific sections where you could click, where you could type in the search bar, search for what you're looking for, and a bunch of articles pop up to just let you know what's normal, what's not so normal, what you maybe need to see your doctor about or speak with your doctor about, and even down to COVID and just the things that you need to know and be up to date on, as far as that goes and what's happening with that. So educating myself and reading those articles and watching those videos have definitely been helpful in quieting a lot of fears, a lot of anxieties about this whole journey. Also, along with educating yourself, don't be afraid to ask questions, whether it be mommy friends or your mom, your aunts, whomever. especially your doctor. Do not be afraid to ask the questions that need to be asked. I don't care how minuscule your mind might tell you that they are. Do not allow doctors or medical professionals to make you feel as though your questions aren't valid, because they are. Even if you have to ask a million times, ask the dang on questions, because you need that peace of mind. And also, you need to know what's going on. Like, you need to understand. So if you're not understanding something the way that they're explaining it the first time, ask again, maybe ask in a different way, ask them to slow down, because I know that in my experience so far, I have had a couple of doctor's appointments where doctors have kind of tried to rush me through the whole appointment to just make it quick and just, brush through it, when I really had genuine concerns about what was going on with my body. Not that anything was so much wrong, but I just needed to understand what was happening. They knew what was normal. Of course, they go to school for this. They see this all the time. But I don't know. I don't know what's happening, so I need someone to explain this to me. I need someone to break it down for me, make it plain, so I can understand what's happening. So yeah, especially us as Black women, as African American women, we need to be in position to be our own advocate. And I hate that it is this way, but that's just what it is. We all know that the mortality rate for Black women as far as pregnancy and delivery goes is much higher. And we have to do something about it. Something has to be done. And I think what we can do on our part is to ask those questions, is to be our own advocate. And hopefully you have someone with you, your partner, your mom, a friend, whomever, that that can act as an advocate for you as well, especially during your delivery, when you're probably going to be in so much pain that you won't be able to express what it is that you need, what it is that you want, what you don't want, how you want things to go, what would make you comfortable, what would make you uncomfortable. So having that person as well to be your advocate will be super helpful. So make sure you ask those questions. Make sure that you do not allow anyone to intimidate you as far as what you don't know, as far as the questions that you have. Ask your questions. It could possibly save your life. Create boundaries. This is a tough one, especially for me, because in the past I have had trouble with creating boundaries, specifically with the people that I love. It could also be co-workers, associates, whomever. And the reason that creating boundaries is so important is because your emotional well-being, your mental well-being is so important that you cannot afford to allow people to stress you out, to make you upset, to make you sad, to hurt you, to frustrate you unnecessarily. Now, of course, with mood swings, things happen. We feel how we feel, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about people actually doing things or saying things to intentionally or unintentionally harm you in some way. So for me, it's been really hard, but the way that I had to think about it is that I cannot afford to allow people to stress me out. I cannot afford that, because what I feel, my child feels. If I'm sad, she feels that. If I'm upset, she feels that. If I'm nervous, she feels that. And whatever I can do to protect her from that, that's what I'm going to do before she even gets out here, For me, the protection and, me playing my role as a mother starts well before she gets out into the world. It starts here while she's connected to me physically. So I have to do my part, even if it's hard. And with creating those boundaries, if it's with family, if it's with friends, don't allow anyone to guilt you into saying, like, with them saying blood is thicker than water and we've been family for so long, we've been friends for so long. Okay, that's nice. We can still be family, we can still be friends, may not still be able to be friends, but I can still love you, but I can love you over there. I don't have to love you right here where you have this access to me that is causing me stress, that is causing me pain, that is causing me upset, unrest. I don't have to allow you that access to me, but that does not mean that I don't love you. That just means that I love myself and I love my child more. So that's the way that I've been having to think about it. Like I said, it has been the hardest thing to do that's on my list, but I've been doing it, because I don't have a choice. I refuse to allow my child to feel those things. I just won't. I don't have any other choice. So just know that you're not wrong. It may be hard, but just know that you're not wrong. No matter how anybody tries to make you feel about it. The most important thing is for you and your child to be happy and healthy. Okay? Okay. Join mommy groups. If you don't hear anything else I say, join a mommy group. I know the ones that I have joined have been on Facebook. I've joined 3 different ones. One is about cloth diapering. The other is, a pregnancy and motherhood kind of forum on Facebook, specifically for African American mothers. And the other is a strictly like motherhood type forum for African American moms as well. So when I say that these moms have been so supportive, so helpful, and with everything as far as mentally, because sometimes you have those questions that you're afraid to ask other people that you know. So just posting a question or seeing someone else post a question on there and watching all these women, lovingly respond and giving their experience and, giving advice because they've been through it, because they know, because they understand, and they get where you're coming from, is so helpful. And it takes a lot of the nerves away. It takes a lot of the anxiety away. And even if you just want to vent, if you're frustrated, if you're sad, if you're upset, just being able to go into that space, that no one is going to judge you because they're going through the same things, is just so great. It's been so helpful. And yeah, I've learned a lot. I've learned a whole lot so far from the groups that I've joined. And yeah, I plan on staying with those groups even after I deliver our baby. You may even find somebody that is right, along with you on your journey. Someone that has the same due date, or someone that's like right around your due date. So it just makes it fun too. It's a fun thing to just, check in throughout the day and see what they're talking about and what's happening and the questions that are being asked. So join a mommy group. Do that, because it's great. If this gets to be too bad, if the anxiety gets to be too bad to where you feel like you can't do it on your own, do not hesitate to seek out medical attention. Talk to your doctor. It's nothing wrong with going to your doctor and being like, look, your girl is struggling. I need to know what my options are. What can I do? Whether that be going to therapy, whether it be taking medication. Do what you have to do. Don't allow anyone to shame you for it. Don't shame yourself for it, because, like I said before, what's most important is your mental and your emotional and your physical well-being, because that is directly connected to your child. So do what you gotta do, okay? Do not stay out here struggling by yourself, feeling like you gotta do it because you're strong and you gotta push through it. No, it's okay to ask for help. It's totally fine to ask for help. There's no shame in it. And there's actually, in my opinion, more strength in asking for help than trying to just do it yourself when you're not well equipped to do that. So yeah, seek medical help if it's getting too bad, if you feel like, it's getting too much to carry, okay? And lastly, but certainly not least, give yourself grace. Specifically if you're a first-time mom, specifically if this is your first time, give yourself the grace that you deserve. You're new to this. You have a lot to learn. Even if you've been in this for a while, there's still always something to learn. You will literally be learning throughout this whole entire journey. The whole thing. There will never be a time, even when your child is 17, 18 years old, you will still be learning how to be a parent, how to be a mom, So give yourself the grace to know that you won't always get it right. You won't always be perfect, but as long as you're doing your best, as long as you're doing your due diligence, as long as you're using all your resources, doing the research, doing what needs to be done to be the best mom that you can be, that's what you can do. That's all that you can do. Actually taking those steps to being the best shape that you can be for your child, Give yourself that grace. Know that you are not alone. Know that you are fully capable of doing this. The thing that's really been getting me through, and what I'll leave you guys with, is that I am strong enough to carry this child. I am capable enough to care for this child. I am strong enough to deliver this child. I am wise enough. I am intelligent enough. I have enough people that love me, that care for me. I have enough love to give. I just continue to remind myself that I'm enough. I am enough. I have everything that I need. If I don't have it, I can go and get it. If I don't have it, I can go and get it. So just reminding yourself that you are capable, that you are enough, and do not allow anyone to guilt you into feeling that you're not, because you are. You're the mother. You got this. We got this. I didn't want this video to be super long, but I did want to share with you guys a piece of my journey with, the whole anxiety thing. It's just letting you guys know where I'm at. Honestly, I've been feeling good as far as, any anxious thoughts. Like, I have my feelings. I have my anxious thoughts sometimes, but I thank God that they haven't consumed me, that I haven't allowed those thoughts to consume me, to overtake me, or anything like that. And I just pray that it continues to be that way. I pray that God continues to give me the strength to, do what I need to. So, those things don't overwhelm me and they don't overtake me. But do not get me wrong. I have my moments. I have my times. I definitely do. Definitely. But the key is to just try to stay in control the best way that you can. That's all. Just try to do what you can. Do what you can. I just would like to thank you guys again for watching this video, for taking the time to spend a little bit with me. I really want to know what you guys want to hear or see from me. So please continue to reach out. Please continue to comment and subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. The reason that I even made this video is because somebody asked me if I had any fears or anxieties about delivering the baby. And to be honest, the closer that it gets to time, I am getting a little nervous, I won't lie. But I'm really doing my best to follow these steps that I just shared with you guys. And I believe I'll be okay. I'll be more than good. The baby's gonna be great. We're gonna be great. And yeah, I want you guys to think the same way. If you are on this journey of pregnancy, of motherhood, I want to wish you all the blessings, all the love, all the peace, because you deserve all of that and more. So stay light, man. Don't let these heavy feelings, don't let these changes, don't let everything that's going on around you consume you. Take some time for yourself. learn how to let people know when you need help. And we gonna be good. I really appreciate you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.
For your love, I'll take a bullet. You could plan that trip and I could just book it. You really the baddest, you don't just look it. Had the key to my heart and you just came and took it.